Hello everyone, my name is Talvan and Flippy and welcome back to the 5th mission of Halo 3. So, yeah. And this time we're gonna finish, we, this time we're gonna see what happened after that crash in the last mission. Oh, you can already see this place is pretty much screwed up. And look at this.
The flood. It's spreading all over the city.
How do we contain it?
Find the crashed flood ship. Overload its engine core. We either destroy this city or risk losing the entire planet.
Do it.
Chief, make your way to the crash site.
Yeah, but look at this thing. This thing looks pretty cool. And this is the portal that that leads somewhere. We see more of that later. But look at that. This thing is so huge. But anyway, this is the first mission we're actually gonna fight the flood again. And yeah, and this mission actually takes place in the same area, like where where the location where the previous mission ended. But yeah. Like you can already see there's a battle going on there. And also there's a skull you can get really early in this mission. Let's see if I can get it. Like on this room there's a guy gonna spawn. Just watch.
All squads, report. Multiple contacts. Unknown hostiles.
There! Over there!
We're surrounded, Sergeant.
Yeah, but there's a combat form gonna spawn on the roof, and he's holding a skull. But sadly, it's still on the roof, like it's up there. But most of the time, if you get it, it just falls down. And you can see some Marines fighting, and then there in the background. But anyway, there are a few useful weapons you can actually get. Like earlier on, you can get a fully charged gravity hammer, and also a shotgun up here. And also, there are a bunch of new things introduced in the flood with this game, but you're gonna see it soon.
Fall back! Fall back!
Sergeant, come on!
Yeah, they come. Just toss you can hit it there. Doesn't matter. This Marines dies anyway. But yeah, as you can see, brutes are now infected. Like in the two previous game, you only saw elites and human combat forms, but this time you see brutes. And yes, the infection forms have still the ability to reanimate already infected corpses, but they can also infect corpses that are not even infected yet. That's a new feature of the flood of this game.
Make short work of this abomination.
Like, and sometimes, yeah, the infection forms are just sometimes pretty scared of you, though. They just pop after a while, I guess. But there's a pretty disturbing scene coming up. Just look. Yes. The flood has the ability to infect your allies and enemies, even if they are alive, and that's pretty brutal. And also they die in pretty much one melee hit, and you can just smash them apart with the gravity hammer really easily. Like they are quickly to take out, but they come in great numbers most of the time. But yeah. But this is a nice, fun mission and a pretty easy mission to do. Even I can beat this one in legendary if I want to. It's so easy. And we're like in that same facility again, like we're in the previous mission, but we're going back inside and we're actually going to that crash site on that ship. But turns out that ship that crashed was flood infested. And later on we are more about that. You know, like back there was a carrier form who was scripted to die, and it's purposely releasing a faction form, and they are convenient placing, and there are bodies placed near there on convenient places for them to infect.
Rise up and I will kill you again and again.
Like there's a flamethrower. Like I can use it, but I don't want to.
Chief, I can't tell you that it's not safe. The grave mind, it knows I'm not.
So yeah, there's a huge farm up here. Just toss a few grenades, and it should be mostly 2 or 3 survives that.
The LT, the sergeant, they were all infected. I could see it crawling, sliding around beneath their skin. Oh. And then they got up, started to talk. Oh God, their voices. Oh God, no, make them stop. I did them a favor. Yeah, that's it. I helped them.
Yeah, that's
Baby,
yeah.
baby, I need to help myself. Baby.
Yeah, that's someone who's gone crazy. But yeah. Now we're back at this area.
Take heed. This is the carrier, Shadow of Intent. Clear this sector while we deal with the flood.
It was funny that Albert was getting it in the cutscene. Oh well, this is the place where the scab fights were in the previous mission. And you can see that the ground is almost non-existing at the moment. I don't know if it's due to the infestation or the portal that opened up. Probably both. Oh no, you don't.
My charity has fallen. Become a friend of mine. The fleet has quarantine been broken. This single ship broke through our line, and we gave chase. We had a fleet of hundreds. Alas, brother, the flood. It has evolved.
Yeah, that was an faction from trying to reanimate an elite corpse. And also here, there's one superior weapon you can use against flood, and that's the plasma rifle in this game. Like, you can deal with them and they just die in a few shots. Ah, switching on it. There we go. But you gotta watch out because elites throw grenades and sometimes they can stick you. And look, there's another carrier form up there. But yeah, it's all unrecognizable. This area is all unrecognizable because the ground has pretty much collapsed a lot. Okay, not okay, please die. There we go. Yeah, stay that. But this thing just looked blue. This thing just looked beautiful. I like it. It's so big. It's so nice. Oh, it's the first time they have weapons now, so yeah. They can still carry weapons in this game. But they usually, but they most of the time just rushes you if you're nearby. But there's another wave coming up here. A well-placed grenade can get rid of them really easily. And there's another wave coming through the door. There we go. Well, I think this is the Halo game that's, like, in my opinion, where the Flood is the most funnest to fight. Like, in Halo 1 they are kind of fun to fight, but they pretty much only use brute force tactics like rushing the player. In Halo 2, yeah, they are far less numerous, but
Chief, the elites are
they're more intelligent, pretty much.
We didn't believe them when they told us.
It's Cortana, Chief. She's on that ship. Find her. Get her out.
And in this game, and yeah, and in Halo 2 they also are more difficult to kill than in Halo 1. And in this game they kind of have a mix of both a bit. Like sometimes they will rush you and sometimes they will stand back. And we also see now elite combat forms because we're getting closer to the crash site. Like you can see the wreckage over there. And you can also see this is also our first time we see pure forms. Like there's a range form. And pure forms has three forms you can transform in. You have the normal stalker. You have the normal stalker form that is just pretty much trying to hit and run you and it's just running around. You have the range form that's sitting in a stationary position, like this guy over here. And you have the tank form, who is the strongest platform you fight in this game. It has only weak spots to damage it, and it can pretty much force you flying if it hits you.
Hurry, demon. We seek the same
And you
prize,
can die.
but our shipmaster will sacrifice all to stop the flood.
That's weird. There should be a range form up that wall, on the pillar. It's scheduled to happen, but for some reason he's gone. Or maybe he's already dead. I don't know. And I think if... Yeah, that guy just killed me instantly. They're pretty powerful. Okay,
Chief,
then all the way back.
The elites are looking for something. We didn't believe them when they told us.
It's Cortana, Chief. She's on that ship. Find her. Get her out.
Like this one is scripted to transform into a tank form. Let's see. That one is gonna feel rage mode.
Hurry, demon. We seek the same
And like in each form has actually their own weakness and strengths, pretty much. Like the human common form is probably the fastest of them all, and is also the most smallest of them all, and probably the weakest one. The strongest form I think are the elite forms because they actually have a shield. I don't know, that guy is scripted to be there. And the brute form is a pretty bulky form, which most of the time use rush tactics to kill the player. So, but tanks forms are pretty easy to take care of. Like, and the plasma rifle, yeah, the plasma rifle kills them really quickly. There we go. What the hell are you doing? Oh god, two tanks. 3 of them. I find that, in my opinion, the tank form makes pretty funny sounds, I guess. Like the Floodgate actually makes a pretty disturbing sounds, but I find the tank one's actually the most funniest one to hear, I guess. And where's this guy going? There we go. That stupid guy.
I shall remain here. Let nothing past.
But yeah, this is actually now about to enter the crash ship, and you can already see it looks pretty disturbing. Like, you can pretty much see the horrors that Flood brings with it.
Do not be afraid. I am peace. I am salvation.
And this is actually a glitch elite model. Like, you can see he has 2 helmets on top of each other for some reason. But yeah. But it's a little glitch that never got fixed. You can also, fun fact, you can punch these bodies down there, and there's like these sacks you can shoot with visual infection forms, and you can affect at least you can affect that elite corpus to have like combat form with white armor. It's a funny thing you can do.
Timeless chorus, join your voice with mine, and sing victory everlasting.
Yeah, and that was Gravemind. But anyway, there's a cutscene coming up, so I'm gonna shut up.
Chief.
Cortana?
High Charity, the Prophet's holy city is on...
Cortana?
Reclaimer. I must act quickly before your construct suffers any further
Wait.
trauma.
Leave her alone.
If we do not take this device to a safe location, somewhere I can make repairs.
On Halo, you tried to kill Cortana. You tried to kill me.
Protocol dictated my response. She had the activation index, and you were going to destroy my installation. You did destroy my installation. Now I have only one function, to help you, Reclaimer, as I always should have done.
Will it live, Oracle? Can it be saved?
Uncertain. This storage device has suffered considerable trauma. Its matrices are highly unstable.
Perhaps one of our technicians.
That will not be necessary.
Chief.
Success!
High Charity, the Prophet's holy city is on its way to Earth, with an army of Flood. I can't tell you everything. It's not safe. The Gravemind, it knows I'm in the system.
It's just a message.
Let it play.
But it doesn't know about the portal, where it leads. On the other side, there's a solution, a way to stop the Flood, without firing the remaining Halo rings. Oh! Hurry, Chief. The Ark. There isn't much time.
I'm sorry.
No matter, Oracle. We've heard enough. Our fight is through the portal. With the brutes and the bastard truth.
Fine. We'll remain here. Hold out as long as we can.
Did you not hear? Your world is doomed. A flood army. A grave mother. has you in its sights. You barely survived a small contamination.
And you, shipmaster, just glassed half a continent. Maybe the Flood isn't all I should be worried about.
One single flood spore can destroy a species. Were it not for the Arbiter's Council, I would have glassed your entire planet.
Sir, with respect, Cortana has a solution.
Cortana? Did you see her condition? How damaged she is? She could be corrupted for all we know. Her solution could be a Flood trap.
We should go through the portal. Find out for sure.
What we should do, Commander, is understand, clearly, that this is humanity's final stand. Here, at Earth. We go, we risk everything. Every last man, woman, and child. If we stand our ground, we might just have a chance.
No. If your construct is wrong, then the Flood is already won.
I'll find Cortana's solution. And I'll bring it back.
Earth is all we have left. You trust Cortana that much?
Sir. Yes, sir.
This is either the best decision you've ever made or the worst. Hell of it is, Chief. I doubt I'll live long enough to find out which.
So, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I see you guys later. Bye bye.